These employees thought they could get away with anything at work, but their actions caught up to them fast. Here are 5 instances when entitled employees get caught red-handed. Number 5. Employee thinks crying will get her out of arrest. Most of us work to earn an honest living, but this one-week employee at a Florida speedway decided to take a shortcut to easy money. Watch how Florida police step in to handle the situation.
She's actually sitting in the back doing classes because I didn't want her to be in back on the register.
Okay.
I got video clip of her taking scratch off, spinning it, catching it, covered in the trash.
Can you speak a little bit louder? Is she nearby or?
No, she's in the office.
Okay. I just wanted to hear you better. The camera can hear you better too.
Okay. I got her on cameras taking scratch off, scanning it, cashing it, taking some, putting it in the trash, and putting it in another trash to make it seem like she's pulling out a lot of trash away, and go ahead and make so when it's time for her to leave, so she can get it and go home with it.
Was she ever get any cash from any one of those, or did she take any cash?
She won some, and she redeemed it.
Okay.
So there was a couple of times when she took a $150 ticket and she cashed it out for a $100 ticket.
Okay.
And then, of course, she won $100. And she would take the money as well.
How much total in cash and how much total in lottery tickets?
I know in total ticket, it was from 8 different books.
From 8 different
books.
And you have that on surveillance camera clear as day?
100%.
All right, no questions asked about it?
No, that's 100%.
All right. You said you want to press charges, correct?
Absolutely.
Have you filled out a statement before or not? Have you filled one of these out before or not?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
Some people, it's their first time filling one of these out, so.
No. This is not my first time.
Okay.
According to the manager, the employee's scheme involved scanning winning lottery tickets, trashing them, and retrieving them after her shift to collect the winnings, all while she was supposed to be working.
Does she know why she's back there right now, or?
I told her she got class to do because she's a new employee, and new employee got video classes to do.
Okay.
So instead of putting her out here to be unregistered, she's going to be in the back watching the camera. I mean, not the camera, like doing the video classes because she's still under a new employee. She hasn't been with us for 1 week.
So right now, as far as she's aware, she's doing training in the back.
Yes.
Okay.
I was surprised to see her come back after doing all that.
So the cash and the lottery tickets she put in trash bags, took out as if she was throwing it away, and then we'll pick it up at the end of her shift.
Yeah, and that's all. Okay.
That's on camera too, her taking the trash bags at the end of the shift and going to her car or being picked up or whatever the case is.
Yeah, it's all.
Okay. All right. Let's see. If you just fill out all your information in detail up top. I don't need home address, and I don't need your home phone, but everything else, please. And the statement, I'll just be as detailed as possible. So on whatever date, whatever time, however it was you found out.
I found out on Monday. Well, it happened on Sunday. I found out Monday morning because as a manager we scan lottery, and I couldn't figure it out. So I let my district manager know that some stuff was missing, and basically they went to go in there and do the research. And then when I got my camera, the camera for the store, contacted and everything, that's when I checked the video, and that's when I saw all that.
Yeah, just in the statement, just basically chronological order, date, approximate time, however it was you found out, just like you were saying, that one of your employees was stealing lottery tickets, cashing them out, going into detail like that within the statement, and so forth, okay?
Despite being on the job for only a week, the suspect has already taken thousands of dollars. The manager, intent on pressing charges, works with officers as they prepare to question the suspect.
When did she get hired? Last week. Like, it covers it for the most part.
Checking to see if she won. She was scratching them off herself? I thought she was taking them to sell them.
Like, selling them, she's actually redeeming them here in store and taking cash for it.
Oh.
Cash and lottery tickets in the trash can.
Oh.
The trash bags.
So she was scratching when she won. She was...
So some of the tickets, like some of it were tickets and some of it was cash. Same if she was. And there's no exits out the back of the store. So if she was thinking about anything about this, you gotta come out here.
That's wild. Just straight back at the end, right? Right here. Okay. What's her name? Jennifer? What's going on, man? Sorry.
Jennifer was under the impression she had been summoned to the office for training. When the officers arrive, however, they waste no time initiating protocol and reading her Miranda rights.
Hey, Jennifer. Hey. How you doing?
How are you?
Too bad. All right. Do you have any idea why we're here right now? Or why we'd be here? Not at all. Okay. Are you? Did you just get hired here, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have no idea why we're here whatsoever.
No.
Hey, Jennifer, let me try to help you out here for 1 second, okay? We're here for a reason, okay? Right? We're law enforcement. Please don't pretend that we're stupid or anything, okay? So the next words that come out of your mouth probably need to be the truth, okay? Answer this officer truthfully so we can get this whole process over with.
All right. So since you don't want to own up to your mistakes, something okay? All I need is a yes or no answer, whether or not you understand. All right. So, all I need is a yes or no answer, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during question. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you cannot afford a lawyer, want one will be provided for you before question without charge. Do you understand?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get to talk to me?
No.
Okay. All right. Would you like to talk to me?
I don't understand what's going on.
Okay. So no, you don't want to talk to me, or yes, you do want to talk to me. You just want to understand a bit more why we're here with you, and then you'll decide whether or not you're going to talk.
Tell me why you're here.
Okay. Well, it's over here. I'll see something to do with your employment and tickets.
The officers are direct with Jennifer, explaining the reason for the questioning. With overwhelming evidence against her, denial is futile. Listen as she pleads her case with the officers.
Lottery tickets specifically, okay? Do you want to talk with me, yes or no?
Just give us 1 second.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll come get you.
You don't understand what's going on? Okay. So, have you on video, okay? Stealing tickets, stealing lottery tickets, alright, stealing money, okay, which that's all verified, okay? That can be proven, there's no question about it, okay? So, it's either you want to talk to me or you don't. Help me explain why if not.
I'm being arrested.
Okay, so can you answer a simple question? Do you want to talk to me about the incident, yes or no? Sorry?
I promise you'll feel a whole lot better when you talk about it.
I'll give you a chance if you want to talk, but if not, I'm not going to make you talk, so, but I need an answer now.
As the reality of her predicament sinks in, Jennifer's emotions take over and the waterworks begin.
just want to know if I'm being arrested.
I'm not going to provide that information, okay?
You got 2 police officers here. You're smart.
Please don't waste our time.
Please don't arrest me.
Why shouldn't we arrest you?
Please don't arrest me.
Why
Give
shouldn't
us a good reason why we shouldn't arrest you. Explain yourself and your actions from the other night.
I was stupid. I shouldn't have did it. I'm sorry. So please don't arrest me. Can you give me a notice to appear? Please.
We need to talk about what happened first before we can determine what we're going to do about it.
So
We have one side of the story, okay?
So quite simply, you're going to talk to us and provide every detail of it, or you're not going to talk to us. Okay. Either way. All right. Either way, I need an answer right now.
Yes.
Yes?
Your Honor, yes.
Okay. All right. So, what was the reason for taking any tickets, taking any money that type of thing?
It's an eviction.
I'm sorry?
I'm facing eviction. I'm being kicked out of my home. I'm in a desperate mood.
You have any roommates, any family?
I have my mom. She stays with me.
Was she not able to help you out with anything, or what? So,
She's trying to get Social Security.
have you ever been arrested before?
Yes.
For what?
Back in early 2000s for
Any theft-related charges? Any theft-related
No.
charges? Okay. Any fraud-related charges?
As the officers lay out the facts, Jennifer continues to weep. No matter what excuse she offers, the overwhelming evidence leaves no room for doubt.
You know there's cameras around left and right nowadays, right? So what makes you think you could get away with something like this?
I don't know.
So you're saying this is desperate and stupid move at the other day?
Yes.
Hey, how much money did you get from cashing in the lottery tickets? And again, everything's verifiable. Like everything's tracked and traced, right? It's not like you took a couple dollars from the cash drawer. You took some tickets and you scratched them off and you turned them in, right?
I paid for the tickets as well as when I turned them in.
You paid for the tickets
Out of the money.
out of the money. Yeah.
So you paid for the tickets with the money that you stole from the tickets.
So what we're trying
Probably
$300?
$300.
Is that how much you actually took home that night, or is that how much you spent on the other tickets? I'm trying to understand this, okay? So you took some tickets from the roll, right? And then you scratched them off, and then you turned them into the lottery machine to get the payout, right? And you took that money and you bought more tickets. Again, I don't understand how the lottery system works here. So you took some tickets.
Yes, and then I would scan it, pay for it, and then keep the rest of the money.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
About $50 out of the 100 and pay for the tickets.
So as far as you think or know, about $300 worth. Amongst tickets and cash and everything else like that. Okay.
Later investigation revealed that Jennifer stole $5,000 by tampering with lottery tickets while on the job.
Tell me about how you managed to get the money and tickets out of the store. Tell me how you managed to get the tickets and the money out of the store. How you were able to get the lottery tickets.
Did you just put the lottery tickets in your front pocket and walk out the front door?
You stick it in the backpack.
No, I scratched the ticket and turned it in and got the money from it. It was around $300.
Alarm. Just an alarm.
I'm not getting any radio reception ones.
I got it. Just an alarm.
Alright. Okay. I'm sorry. Don't understand.
$300.
How did you walk out of the store with all lottery tickets and cash? Stick in your pocket? You didn't?
I redeemed them in the store.
You didn't take anything home with you?
Just the cash, the $300 or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
You and put lottery tickets and cash in the trash can, take it outside, put in the trash can at the end of your shift to go pick it up?
Just the ones that I threw away. The ones that after winning threw away.
So you scratched them off, you threw them away, and then you went back to the dumpster to kind of collect them to kind of hide your evidence or whatever?
No.
That's what you just said.
No. Bring it through.
Okay, you gotta be clear for us, right? We don't work at a gas station, so you rang them up, you threw them in the trash, and then what?
I kept part of the money and put the money for the ticket in the till.
Okay. So at no point did you try to conceal anything in trash and to hide it or anything like that? Or collect anything after you got out of work by the dumpsters or anything?
No.
Okay.
Even if surveillance footage says otherwise.
What do you mean as far as what?
In the end, Jennifer never confessed truthfully to the police officers.
Listen, we got a story from one side of the party here. We're trying to get your side of the story, okay? Right. So if you didn't try to hide anything in the trash cans or the trash bags by the dumpsters or something like that, then you need to let us know, because that's what the other party is saying right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So all you do is take the money home with you in your pocket.
Yeah.
She later received a charge of felony grand theft and was later placed on probation for 12 months. Number 4. Racist airport employee gets taught a lesson by police officers. Airport officers were called to respond to a disturbance caused by an airport employee who allegedly refused to show her badge. The situation escalated into a dispute. Watch as the confrontation unfolds.
She came through the door. I see her ID. She's had it done for her shirt. This is the third time I told her, hey, you gotta have it on the outside of your shirt. Said they were doing badges and bags. They do a badge verification and checking bags. She asked why. And I tried to explain to her again, because it seems like every time we have to explain to her why we're going to the bag. She goes, well, check the bag.
So that's you?
Yeah, he keeps following me.
Okay. What's going on? You want to come talk to me, ma'am?
Huh?
You want to come talk to me?
What? I'm trying to get to work. I got to talk.
Yeah, you gotta abide by the rules of the airport.
I know that.
So why are you doing that?
I don't understand. He's walking here.
You don't understand what?
I walked in here. He sweating me. I don't know what he's sweating.
Give your BNA. Why would you do that?
Because I can. Freedom of speech.
Okay, do you have your BNA badge with you?
Huh?
Do you have your BNA badge with you?
Yes.
Where's it at?
Yeah, up on my phone.
Well, you need to have it on your. I need to see it. Huh? Ma'am. Ma'am, I need to see your BNA badge.
Right here, man.
Well, then get it out.
Right here. Right here. Bam,
Get it.
right here.
Get it out. Let me have it. Let me have it.
You ain't get nothing from me, man. You just have to take me down. I ain't done nothing to nobody. Nobody's trying to get to work and he sweating me. What?
Okay, y'all, this is regarding that employee. Can I get another unit down here?
Unfortunately, the suspect continues to refuse cooperation, blatantly refusing to show her badge to the airport officers while acting as though she's above their authority.
What is wrong with you?
Him. All I did was get ready to go to work and there he is, man. You got everything. You see my name and everything. What you gonna do? Take me down?
Is all this stuff hers or what?
That's my stuff.
Why you got so many keys?
Stop, what you need, man?
Why you got so many cars?
Because I want to buy them. I bought them. Leave me the f*** alone. What you gonna do? What you gonna do now? Now what? This is the third time I came in here. I can't even go to work because y'all mother.
You're about to lose your job if you keep... Why are you being like this?
Y'all, I ain't no y'all. Sick of y'all.
They gotta talk to everybody. Control Sergeant's update. She's unwilling to provide her BNA badge and calling the TSA
You're lying.
employees
My badge is right here. You're lying. My cousin is a detective. I will get him on y'all. I was cleaning up. I will get my cousin on
Why are you acting this way?
Because y'all with me. This is the third time I came to come here on my job, so I'm late all the time. Because y'all motherfuckers. Leave me
finished your check of her and
We
stuff?
haven't checked the bag. She dropped it and kicked it towards the police. We haven't checked the bag.
Alright. And that's what you were going to do before? Alright, I'm gonna need your B&A badge, okay? Because I need to see it.
I showed you what.
I need to have it in my...
It's right here. Thank
I
you.
need to have
Take
it.
Off me. Take it off me. You gonna get the fight? You gonna get the fight?
As the situation escalates, backup officers arrive. Despite this, the woman stands her ground, acting defiant and unbothered.
You gonna get the fight?
Why are you doing this? Alright. So they basically need to check this stuff.
Check it. Check it.
Why are you... She's calling them an N-word and not providing her B&A badge, cussing me, not giving me her ID.
Was she just coming through the turnstile and y'all tried to check her?
Yeah.
So,
Bags and ID, she wouldn't let us.
Better not steal nothing, mother. Sick of y'all.
Alright, I need your B&A badge.
What you gonna do with it?
It's the airport's property, okay? That means we need to give it so we can conduct our investigation.
So what? I ain't done nothing. All I did was walk through here. I ain't done nothing, man.
Well, you're not...
everybody's subject to a search whenever they come through here. It says that when you do...
Okay, I ain't been going through this. All of a sudden, I've been through it 3 times. What?
Anytime they're standing here, you're subject to that. And it says it in your test when you take your B&A test.
Put it on news, Karen, or whatever
Yeah.
they're gonna do.
Is this really worth losing your job over? Ask yourself that at the end of the day. Because that's going to be the end result. You're going to lose your job over this, okay?
Y'all for me, all I did was walk through here.
Nobody's doing anything to you any different than anybody else. There'll be another employee that'll come in right behind you and they're going to be subject to the same search. So before you keep talking, ask yourself, is this worth losing your job?
No.
Okay, hand me the badge, please.
No.
Then that's going to result in the loss of your job. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Why?
Because that's not your property, so whenever you're asked to give that badge up, you have to give that badge up.
No.
This is not your property. Look at the bottom of it. Property of
I haven't
M&A.
done nothing. I'm gonna stand for my right. I haven't done it.
Okay, that's awesome. You can do that, but you're going to lose your job, and we're still going to take your badge. So, is it worth it? Being tough like this, is it worth it?
Had the suspect presented her employee badge as requested, the situation wouldn't have escalated. However, even with the officers explaining the matter, she continues to resist.
Okay, exactly. You came through this door, so we can ask you for your badge and your stuff.
I showed that.
Okay, so now give me your badge.
Why?
Because, first of all, you can't have your password like you have right there on a piece of paper, because that's a breach.
What?
You see your password right there? If you lose that, anybody can get through this door. So now give me your badge, please.
That's not making sense.
All right.
Let's be sitting there.
Do you see that piece of paper you have in there? That has your PIN code on it. If you drop that out in the parking lot, anybody else can take that and then come straight through this door.
Come on, man. I'm a Mason, man. Come on, man. You gotta go better than that.
No, that's not. It's literally on the back of the breach of rules. You can't have that. All
I
right.
ain't done nothing. All I did was going to the place.
Alright, well you're... Alright, so I'm going to take your badge because you're not complying with airport rules and regulations, okay? That's airport property, so if you don't give it up, that's technically theft, okay? Yeah. I don't want to do that. Alright, we got called to you because you're cussing them and not following by the rules.
So we're already being cool with you right now anyways, because we can take you for disorderly. That's not even like up for negotiation. So just be cool and hand us your badge. That's all we're doing. That's all we're asking for. Because they just need to see it, and they need to take that piece of paper out because you have your PIN code on it.
With tension still high, another officer steps in trying to make sense of the suspect's refusal to comply with both security and police.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah? Because I just got here, so excuse me for a minute. Tell me, look at me so I know you understand me.
I hear you.
Can you tell me what your end goal is here? What are you looking to have happen?
Be a successful woman.
Well, I appreciate that. Okay. Well, see, here's what happens. As you know, for everybody's safety in the airport, they gotta have that badge. Right. But you need that badge to work, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what happens is they have to do a little paperwork. Right. They got to do paperwork to allow you to work. If they can't, well, listen to me.
I ain't done nothing. I ain't done nothing.
Let me know when you're done talking. Let me know when you're done talking.
I ain't done nothing at all.
Are you done talking?
You done talking?
No, I'm not. I need to listen. So, in order for you to work, they have to fill out some paperwork. You know, jobs always got paperwork, right? So he needs a badge so he can fill out this paperwork. And the quicker that gets done, the quicker we're able eventually to get you back to work.
I can't. I done lost money already because of y'all.
Well, you're about to lose some more.
It don't matter much. It don't matter much. What?
Okay. So, who's your boss?
I'm right here. My name's right there.
No,
So you were both here?
Yes.
And then you got called afterward?
Yes.
Control F, 2 B for the TSA. 1, 6, 7. Put that in my report. That's fine.
who's your boss at job?
Call him. He's right down the road. He's right there. You ignorant son of a.
With no resolution in sight, the suspect becomes more upset, insisting she wants to go home. However, after the disturbance she caused, she was not allowed to leave.
I know I lost my job already because where's my where's my bag?
Employee's going to work for Delta. Can you get the supervisor from
I already lost. Where's my bag? So I go home. I ain't doing nothing.
Here's what's going on. He's got paperwork he's got to fill out.
I ain't doing all
In
that.
order to fill that out, he's got to have that badge.
No. Now give me my so I go home.
So your badge.
Give him the badge so you can get paperwork and you'll be on your way.
We'll make a trade. You give me your badge, I'll give you your stuff.
That's how that's got to go.
You ugly mother. All y'all ugly mother. You the one start this. You should have left alongside the other way.
No.
I can't believe y'all ugly. Yo, some of them.
Alright, your last chance, or you're going to go to jail. Give me your...
For what?
Being disorderly. Look what you're doing. You're causing a
Just give us the
scene.
badge so he can do the paperwork and you'll be on your
Y'all
way.
ain't got no money, man.
Okay?
All
There
right.
you go. Okay. So now
your
he's
stuff.
going to do the paperwork.
Give me my.
I'll give you your stuff. Back
Give me
up.
my.
Back up.
You ain't no business touching me. All of the Easter stars. Give me my stuff.
Yeah, that was a smart move.
Give me my stuff.
Go.
Why y'all doing?
Do not resist. Do not resist. Do not resist. Okay? You're causing a disturbance in the security of the airport. Okay?
Give me my stuff, man.
Relax. Relax. Okay, he's going to make sure that those don't tighten up on you. He's going to double lock them, okay, and set them to tightness. All right? All right?
As the officers place her in handcuffs, the suspect doesn't hold back her complaints.
As we could have done the paperwork, that would have been the end of it. When you start causing a disturbance here in the airport, in the secure area, we can't have that. Because you got 5 officers. Yeah, you got 5 officers being tied up with this.
Hey.
You got TSA trying to keep you secure.
42.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I just do it that way.
Alright.
All right?
Alright, do you have any things in your pockets?
No.
Alright. How much?
Why y'all doing this? Why really?
Yeah. Alright.
Okay? So, your book is on the roof right by the driver's door.
Give me my stuff. Y'all some ignorant something. Really?
I'm saying you don't need a brief.
Oh, there's so much stuff
Let
in
me
there.
get in here. Let me sit down. What you gonna do? Me?
Whose crap is that?
Get your hands off me.
Hey, can you get that stuff out of the back? Right here.
I'll get it from that side.
That's an ignorant mother. I ain't done nothing to hurt anybody trying to get to work. Get these motherfuckers cuff off me.
The name tag, you see the badge, and you
You did this. Leave everybody alone. You have
They have a BNA 7 for the suspect.
Hurry up, get your hands on me. Hey, stay your mouth. You're always doing something. Get the
Finally, the officers obtained the woman's badge.
real quick.
You got other fish to fry. Y'all because I said something. I got a little violence, so what? I'm gonna get that mother. Said it again. But I said it again. I said it again.
Oh. So since we work at the airport, we have a different set of rules, okay?
I don't work there no more after this. After this, I ain't got no job. And you happy about that?
I'm not, actually. I don't want to take anybody's job from them.
No, you know, what goes around comes around. Because your day comes, it's just a matter of time.
It's not very nice.
It's just a matter of time. And this is a matter of time. This is a matter of time. You and whoever in my mind. You know what I'm saying?
The officer makes another attempt to speak with the suspect, trying to understand the reasoning behind her behavior.
That's all you got.
You need to look in the mirror. You need to look in the mirror every once in a while.
I saw the mirror. I was just walking through there and they was stopping me. I'm too afraid.
I'd stop you.
Not you, I'm just saying.
I can't say that word.
Say it. Make you feel better.
Hey, look at me. Are you have alcohol problems? Is that what it is?
No.
You know what alcoholism is? It's when you continue to do something even though there's consequences.
I don't do that. I don't do.
I mean, it's okay. Don't get me wrong. It's okay to drink, but don't you think it's a problem when you have consequences for drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy a drink too. You know, but you know as much as I do, when you drink, you kind of act stupid sometimes, you know?
Ultimately, the woman was charged with disorderly conduct. Number 3. Employee scams $3,000 from employer. Officers respond to a Burlington coat factory after reports of an employee who allegedly stole a staggering $3,000 over the course of 3 weeks. According to the store manager, the employee convinced her coworkers to steal clothing and manipulated the system to make the transactions appear legitimate. What she didn't realize, however, was that store surveillance and loss prevention tracked suspended payments, consistently tying her to the thefts during her shifts.
She was always the cashier. Like, she was always giving them the stuff for free. You know, the other associates, I haven't found any where they're picking her up. She's just the cashier, so she's really admitted to like $3,000, which is about what I came up with. So a minimum of $3,000 she allowed to leave the store by not properly ringing it. But I put it on here, like I kind of put, this is her, so she's responsible for, let's just say, $3,000. The other one, from what I can see on the transactions, 16 of that is what this associate walked out with. And this one here is like a former associate she recently quit. So that's just their names. I just had all the other associates' names.
But that person you have in prison here today, she was involved in all the transactions.
She was involved in all. She was the cashier.
So she was the cashier. So she was like letting the employee leave with all those stuff.
She would ring some of the stuff up, or look so it looks. If anybody's looking, it looks like everything's getting rang. But then she was, instead of cashing it out, they would hit suspend, so it just suspends the transaction. But she still gave them the stuff, and they walked out. They never paid for it.
Like on this here, that's every one of these are items taken, or
None of that was paid for.
Okay, that's what I just want to make sure.
Yes.
It's almost 3,100.
This is her generic statement.
Yeah, but it's not sworn to us.
No, I didn't know if you needed it.
Give me 1 second.
After hearing the store manager's statement, the officers now question the employee being held in the store security room.
At least let me make contact with her over what's going on. I'm sure we can inside her.
He's here to talk to you.
All right. I'm Deputy Frankie with the Sheriff's Office. Well, unfortunately, there's no choice. You're going today.
Can I pay the money back, please? I can't go to jail. Just off my grandma and everything. I can't go to jail.
You got $3,100?
I can pay payments. I can do something.
That's not on my hands. That's on them. But they want everything right now. They're prosecuting.
Can I please make payments? I can't go to jail. I just love my grandma this morning. I can't.
I know, that's awful. I mean, I can't, like I said, I go into corporate.
I can't go to jail. I really can't go to jail.
I
I'm a
understand.
single mom. I can make payments. I can do a payment plan. Please just talk to them. I can't go to jail.
Right, and I did, just, I know it's tough, but I did, and they, it's.
Please, can you call them back and talk to them and explain to them I can't go to jail, sir? I
will call them back, but I don't know that it's gonna.
Please,
I tell them
just
everything.
talk to them. I can't go to jail. I can't.
I will call them, but just talk to this guy.
He gonna take me to jail.
Well, first we're going to talk, and then we'll go from there.
First and just, but I will go step out and call. But like I said, I did tell them all that ahead of time,
I can make payment plans.
based on,
I can do anything. Just tell them, please don't take me to jail.
I understand.
I was wrong. Please don't take me to jail.
Okay.
Please.
We'll talk to this guy, all right?
All right, what's your name, ma'am?
Yes.
All right.
While the officer prepares to inform her of her rights, the suspect breaks down further, pleading through her tears to avoid being arrested.
I'm going to read you Miranda because we are going to talk. So just make sure you acknowledge everything that I say, all right? You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Do you understand?
Yes.
Any statement must be freely and voluntarily given. Do you understand? I just need a yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. You have the right to an attorney of your choice or a court-appointed attorney before you make any statement or any question. Do you understand?
Yes.
I can make no promise to induce you to make a statement. This must be in your own free will. Do you understand?
Yes.
Any statement can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand your rights so far?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to speak to me what happened? Because we got a lot of stuff here. So, would you like to talk to me about what's going on, or?
Hello?
I'm sorry?
I was wrong.
Okay, well, I mean, I know you've spontaneously uttered that a few times. What I'm getting at is, okay, so we have all these transactions that were not rung up, okay? You with me so far?
Yes.
And some of these were for employees that work here, correct? Okay, so do you want to explain, like we have one that's on layaway, like what happened? What happened here? I mean, did you ring it up and just let them walk out and not pay for the product? Is that what's happening?
You.
Okay. And he's going to call corporate, so nothing's official yet, but we are going to talk because.
Despite the overwhelming evidence, the suspect claims that some of the suspended payments were legitimate, insisting they were genuine failed customer transactions.
So they say about almost $3,100 in items so far.
But I don't even know half of them people. I thought it might was a mistake for some of them, but they're saying that the receipt came out after they put their card there. And the receipt came out, I didn't know if I suspended or not. I just explained that to them. Some of them people I don't even know.
Oh, explain. I don't understand what you mean by suspend. That's what I don't understand. What does that mean? So like this one here has your name, right?
Yes.
So this was a transaction for 13 items on the 28th, right? So, and it says status suspended. What does that mean?
The transaction was suspended.
Okay, was that a declined card or?
Upon being presented with evidence, however, the woman admits to her wrongdoing.
No, it just was, I just canceled the whole transaction.
All right, so you suspended that transaction, right? So your end of the day count is not looking for that money because that transaction was suspended, correct? So we have a total of.
The woman refuses to accept responsibility for the failed transactions, but the officers already have all the evidence they need to proceed with the arrest.
Put suspended, so the receipt still came out. So he said I suspended it, and the items did leave the store.
Okay, so the transaction was suspended. You knew it was suspended. And
not this one. It's another one that I knew was suspended.
Okay, so regardless, how does it go and suspended? Is it because a payment wasn't accepted, or there was no payment, or is it something you have to do?
You can press F2. You can press your number on there and they'll suspend it.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to. I am going to be cordial, and I'm gonna respect you. We're gonna get everything we need from him. We're gonna walk you out like normal. So you give us any indication that you're not gonna cooperate, you're going in cuffs. You're gonna go in cuffs at one point, but instead of what they call perp walking you to the store and embarrassing you in front of all these people, we can do it cordially, and then we can go outside, because this isn't gonna be you get released here. You have to go. You're gonna go to county. So you're gonna buy that. I mean, if it was a misdemeanor, I could release you on scene. I can't. This is $30,000. I can't do that. So you have to. You're gonna have to see a judge. If you ain't got no record. What's that?
I got to stay the night.
It's a felony. If we don't get you down there quick enough, yeah. I can't undo that. But if you got a good record, no history, you know there might be an ROR. That's up to the judge. Where do you stay at? Okay, so guess what? I'll take you out there. All right? Because I can take you to Gun Club, which means someone got to come all the way over here to Coast to get you. I can take you out to the Glades, which is where we're supposed to take you. And then when you get out, you're right there. All right? I'm going to do as best I can. As long as you cooperate with us and be cordial, then we can work. And he's with me. We can take care of this. But if you start acting up, cuffs and all the way through. All right? Where's your purse?
In the locker.
Showing courtesy, the officers escort the woman out of the store without placing her in handcuffs.
Vehicle? All right. She's got what she wants out of it, so if you want to go back to the sub with me and help me do the property real quick. All right. And then we can get her down where we gotta go. Like I said, man, if you cooperate, let's go this route. If you don't...
Well, you want to leave your stuff in the car?
The bag.
All right.
She's gonna take a couple items that she needs and the rest of that. Show us where your car is. One of us will take that out there and drop it off. Once you go to my car, we have to go in cuffs, and then we'll give you I'll double them up, and we'll transport you to our district to do our paperwork. We're not going to do it here in front of the store. Me right here. We'll try and make it as comfortable as we can, right? It ain't built for comfort. Hold on, we got one. We're gonna double it up, which will give you a little bit more freedom, all right?
In the end, the employee was charged with theft and was given 9 months of probation. Number 2. Employee thinks she can steal on the job without being caught. When employees work harder at scamming than working, trouble is bound to follow. Watch how Florida officers deal with a case of an employee trying to steal over $5,000 while on the clock.
All right.
The reason why I called, so I have an associate in the office. Michelle Barton is our asset protection of one of our zones in the company. And
The person in question is an asset protection person?
No. She's an associate with us.
Oh, okay.
She's in the office on the phone with Michelle Barton, who's the asset protection for the East Zone in Bell, which is like one of 3 in the entire company. Okay. They've been doing an investigation on her with some stuff. This is for you. This is part of the investigation.
Good Lord.
Yeah. This is just records of the transactions that she did. She's taken merchandise. She's processed refunds that weren't hers and put them on the gift cards to try to sell the gift cards off later.
How long has this been going on? How much stuff are we talking?
She's admitted to at least starting in September to about $1,000, but according to Michelle, there's more than that. So, and then she would take the gift cards and then try to sell them, and she's admitting to try to sell the gift cards off.
Okay. Does she know I'm here?
She knows that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She knows that you're on your way. So,
okay. And how many transactions are there about? So when was this discovered?
It was just brought to my attention yesterday.
So all of this information was collected between yesterday and today?
This is not information I've collected. This is information that Michelle's collected.
That's what I'm saying. How long has she been collecting information?
That would be a question for Michelle. We can ask her.
You don't know that?
I do not know that. That is... I was told yesterday
because it appears this has been an investigation that's been going on for a while.
Yeah,
because I've never seen so much paperwork and so many transactions. This is going to be, it's going to take a little bit to go through.
Right. Yeah. These are her statements.
According to the store manager, the employee devised a scheme to process fake refunds and transfer the money to gift cards, which she later attempted to sell. On top of that, the employee also stole beauty products. The store built a case against her and confronted her about the theft. In response, she offered a statement explaining her reasons for stealing.
These are...
Okay, so these are her statements that she has written to you guys?
Yes, this is the statement that she wrote today.
I'm in financial problems, meeting monthly end. I did what I have to do the wrong way. Twink. I started taking stuffs. What? I took some clothing, tops, pants, and some jewelry, maybe about $1,500. $1,500. Right. Is that 500 to 800?
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I did take return as gift card and cash returned. Not sure the exact amount. I sold them for cash to people. I need the money for bills and foods, which my salary didn't cover enough for the month. Could be more. I can't think. I'm guessing maybe $2,000 to $3,000, not more.
She brought.
Oh, that's just a copy of the same thing.
Yeah, she's brought merchandise back to us
today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she left and went and got merchandise that she had at her house, along with 3 gift cards and a $100 bill. So
you've recovered a few things.
Yes.
Armed with evidence from the store's asset protection team, the officer heads to another office where the suspect is being held alongside the item she attempted to steal earlier in the day.
Sorry.
Hello.
Doing the investigation.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
It's a lot to take in.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, I'm going to disconnect. If you need me, just shoot me a message, okay?
Okay, will do.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye.
Oh, I thought we were coming up here to find out if she's got the video.
No, I'm gonna.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna text her.
So this is not everything. This is just what she's found so far. Is that what we're talking?
Yeah, that's the stuff that Michelle and her team investigated and pulled.
So this is everything?
To the best. That's the stuff Michelle sent me. That's everything that that Michelle and their team identified as.
Okay, is this stuff included in here?
No, this is stuff that Jenny brought in today.
So that's separate. That's not on here.
Right. I haven't matched these gift cards up to any of this.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. So that's going to be separate from this stack.
Yes. The only thing that might be similar that we'd be able to identify from that versus here is these gift card numbers matching up with some of the gift cards on there.
Yeah, I'm not talking about gift card numbers. I'm talking about items. The different items. The
Yes.
items that are on here is not any of
Separate
this.
from this.
Okay,
Yes.
so it's going to be this plus that.
Yes.
Okay.
Now the officer follows protocol and reads the suspect's Miranda rights.
Okay. Ma'am, my name is Officer Ketchum, okay? How do you pronounce your first name? Okay. So, from what I understand, Mr. Winter said that this is a statement that you wrote today? Yes. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to ask you any questions about the returns or what happened or what you did. I just need to read you Miranda because we're in a situation that involves an arrest, okay? All right? Man, I'm sorry, but yeah. We're talking about thousands of dollars of stuff. Did you not think that was going to happen? Okay. So I'm going to read you Miranda, but I'm not going to ask you any questions about the thing. I'm just going to ask you if this is the statement that you wrote. Okay? So I'm just going to read it off the card. If you don't understand something, let me know, and I will explain it to you, okay? All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. All right? You have the right to an attorney, and you have the right to have that attorney present with you during questioning. Okay? If you don't want to or you choose to after or during any questioning, you can stop speaking at any point in time. Okay? Now, do you understand everything that I've explained to you? Okay. Now, having those rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me? Okay, because like I said, the only thing I'm going to ask you is this right here.
Yes.
Is this the statement that you provided to Belk?
That's right. Yeah.
You wrote this yourself. Nobody wrote it for you? No. And no one coerced you or made any threats to you to write this statement?
No.
And this is a true, accurate depiction of what you state happens? Yes. Okay.
The woman corroborates the store's statement. The officer then explains the next steps in the process to her.
Well, I'm going to ask you, okay? Is there anybody that you need to call to let them know what's happening?
That's my husband.
I'm sorry?
My husband.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you need to call him to let him know what's happening and what's going on and where you're going to be?
Are you going to take me to jail now?
Ma'am, I have to. I mean, we're going to go to my police department so I can do some paperwork first, but that's what we have to do.
Oh, yeah, I'll follow you.
No, it's not following me. You're going to be going with me. Okay? But I'm giving you the option. You're being cooperative, and I'm always cooperative with people as long as they're cooperative with me. I'm giving you the option to call your husband and let him know what's going on so that he doesn't think something's wrong when you don't come home.
Okay.
Okay? I believe, I will have to double check, but I think your bond is going to be $2,000. Okay? So if you go through, are you familiar with the bond?
I know we're being arrested before filing.
Okay, and that's fine. I'll be gentle. All right? A bond is money that you put up in order to get out of jail. Now, you can either put up the whole bond in cash, or you can go through a bail bondsman and only pay about 10 to 20% of that bond. Okay, but then that bail bondsman is the one that's responsible for you to going to court when the court series of this comes around. Okay, so if you don't have the $2,000 for the bond, then it's going to be more than that because we're going to scheme to defraud. It may be upwards of $10,000. I'm not sure. I'll be able to let you know as soon as I can. Okay. But once we get to the police station, I'm going to be doing my paperwork, and then I will take you over to the Lake County Jail. It's probably going to be a couple hours.
With the suspect cooperating, the process unfolds smoothly. However, the overwhelming evidence against her ensures that her case will be anything but simple.
Because there's a lot of stuff here I got to go through, okay? So go ahead and call your husband, let him know what's going on, and when you get to the jail, once I've completed all my paperwork and I transport you over there, they will allow you to use the phone again. Then you can contact your husband again and make arrangements for that bond, okay, for the bail so you can get out. Okay?
Hey. I'm at work right now at the office. So they don't want me to find me out of jail.
Like how you're like 225, 623.
Yeah, taking stuff from back and stealing.
324 North US Highway 27, 441. By the homeless subject since all over 2 hours been asked to leave and stop begging for money and he's refused to. White male.
I'll let you call him again when we're getting ready to go over to the jail. As long as you're cooperative with me, I'll let you call him and then you before we go, so he knows when you're going.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Because then that way I'll be able to give you the exact bond as well. Okay. I'll put these in the front. Okay.
No. Do you have to? I just walk for you in the car.
No, ma'am, I have to do this. It's policy. If you're under arrest, you have to be in handcuffs. Like I said, I'll put them in the front. That way they're not in behind you. Do you have a jacket or something or a shirt? No? Okay. You just want to turn them sideways that way.
With the suspect now in handcuffs, the officer calmly explains the charges she's facing.
Okay. Your charges are going to be theft by fraud. Okay, do you understand what that is? With all the returns and the money, whether it be cash or gift card, that's a fraud. You're also going to be charged with scheme to defraud because you did this on different days, different times. So we have multiple different offenses. Do you understand what I'm saying? It happened over, it looks like you're since September time, somewhere about a month or so. I'm just going to take a photo of this stuff here spread out again, since I got something to take a photo of. Now, was the $100, did you put that on that total as well? Okay. Is all this stuff included with it?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't need the cards, so I'll just get that. I'm going to double check and make sure we don't have anything illegal in here. I'm not saying that you do, but I have to check just because it's my job, okay? No pocket knives or anything?
No.
Okay. Do you need that?
She can hold on to it.
She can hold on to that, okay. Okay.
The woman was charged with organized scheme to defraud and felony grand theft. She received a sentence of 3 years probation. Number 1. Gas station manager tries to get easy money. Officers show her she's not above the law. Coming up, Florida officers were called to a gas station after one of the managers was found attempting to steal money. Listen closely as the store supervisor explains what happened.
This officer is inside here? Yeah. Who's he talking to right now? The employee. Employee? Yeah. Okay.
Just go to Miranda.
Okay. So what's happening?
The associate in there, I did an interview of her today. I got an alert from our treasury department and corporate that we had a deposit that was short almost $5,000 on the 10th of July.
Okay.
I got that notification around August 4th, and then as I started looking at it, other shortages started coming in after that date, but not that large. And then the last shortage that was reported was on 8/7. So there's a total of 7 deposit variances totaling $9,555.
Okay.
With the first shortage, it was substantial, $4,775.
Okay. What made it pinpoint to one of the employees?
Well, when I pulled the video and watched the managers do a daily cash process where they go out to the e-safes where you see the associates.
They can't hear this from right here, right?
Yeah.
They can?
What would?
They can't hear us from right here.
Yeah, maybe.
According to the supervisor, the business noticed discrepancies in the branch deposits. An audit revealed that one of the assistant managers responsible for cash deposits had been stealing money and devising a scheme to make it look like she had been completing the deposits properly.
So they come out in the morning and they get the canisters out of the e-safe that are by each register. And there's also a canister inside that lottery kiosk that has the cash that the customers can purchase the tickets. There was the amount of the shortage, the $47.75, was the exact amount of 2 of those to the dollar. And then when I watched the video of Ashley the day that she was doing the pickup in the morning, you can see her open this drop safe and there's a stack of cash like that big. She has her backpack on top of the safe that she's supposed to put the money in and spin it, and it drops down so no one can get it after that. She doesn't spin it. You can see the motion by the backpack, but the video's not great. You can't see her actually.
So you can't really see her actually like.
Yeah, but
does the video have clear, concise evidence that she put that? Even though I know it's not necessarily like her dropping it, something, but does it have clear, concise that shows that she's placed it into her? Like it would have been 100% that was her. She placed it. Because I'll let you know what might happen today. Like depending on what she's.
No, I get it.
Right now, it could be a case that she might not get arrested today,
but you'll file after.
File a habeas, which will, depending on like when it gets, it's going to be sent to a detective. Detective would have to do their investigation. It's like unless she's admitting to some of the stuff that she's doing.
Yeah, I think she is.
Is she?
Yeah.
Surveillance footage revealed the woman faking the deposit process. Even on days when she wasn't directly responsible for placing the canister in the safe, she found ways to steal its contents. The suspect stole over $10,000.
And then we might do a step, but it all depends on because we needed to have like for 100% proof that she was the one that's
Yeah, even the other dates. Well, there's one day where the video you can see, and it's when I think $910 was missing, and there was an e-safe that was $910.
And that's going to be in that room when they start counting the
They bring the canisters into that room. That's where the drop.
That's where you and me were at. That room.
The next one. The next one was, where he's in there talking. You can see that she has the cash. She puts it in the drop slot, but she doesn't spin it all the way, and you can see on camera that the money is still in there. And then she has her backpack, and you see motion, and she takes the bag away, and now you don't see the cash on the slot anymore. And then on some
and it's always been with her doing that stuff, not any other.
Yeah. And then on some of the other shortages, I saw that she wasn't the one doing the cash processes that day. It was either the store manager or the assistant manager here. Yeah. But what somebody can do, they can go into there and take money out of that canister in there.
Or the
lottery machine, yeah. And then whoever picks it up the next morning for the cash processes, they don't count it at all. They don't do a physical count. They just take it and put it into the safe.
Do you have video of that?
I've heard going in there at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning.
So all the incidents that happened where it lines up to the video, day and time that.
Yeah, that she's going in there for no reason. There's no reason for her to go in there at all. Yeah, and I've got the printouts of the lottery activity report that has the exact timestamp and matches up to the video.
Upon being confronted with evidence, the employee confessed to the supervisor, which allowed them to document the days she tried to steal money.
We can actually go there right now.
So,
Did the officer take a picture of it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you guys can have this too if you want. This I didn't have video in it any longer to review.
Okay.
But I had her initial. She admitted that she took on these dates.
Oh, she told you?
Yeah, and then I initialed by deposit. I took cash from, and that's the
Oh, initial that she said that she stole, or initial that she
she know that I took cash from. She gave me a full verbal and written confession.
Okay.
Would you be able to pull up your information real quick, please, for the jump drive? So we can attach it.
I think I already have it on my desktop.
Even better.
On quicker. This Excel file is on that thumb drive.
Okay.
This has all the dates, what was reported, what the bank deposit should have been, what the bank counted, and the variances by day. But like I said, I didn't have video for those 2 days.
I just want to see the video part at this point.
Okay.
So we have like, it's not that I don't believe you, it's just cross T's, dot I's, you know what I mean?
No, I get it. Yeah, this is the day I just told you about where she put the money in.
Okay.
And you can still see it there.
Yeah.
And then she puts her backpack there, and then.
You want to just stay in touch for real quick so someone's in there with her?
One of the officers steps into the security room to address the employee, who is quietly crying as the reality of the situation sets in.
Oh, I needed to check something in the office. What do you think I'll check it?
Okay. How long have you been employed here?
2.5 years.
2.5 years? Okay. And the other officer read you the Miranda rights, right? So you understood your rights. Okay. What was your previous job?
Disney.
Disney? Okay. But this is like the first time overall has anything like this happened? Not at Disney or anything like that? No? Okay. Was there any reason or anything like that? Okay. Did you explain to the other officer? I didn't talk to him about that? Okay. Would you say it was more of a desperate type of thing? Okay. Was it there's a lot of things going on in the household that you just falling through? Was there like at least like, you know, late on, is it like late on bills or?
No.
In an earlier conversation with another officer, the woman revealed that she stole due to financial struggles brought on by being a single mother.
Was there any point that you wanted to seek for help?
Yeah, I've applied for like assistance, and like I have a safe. When I did that, they gave me a card with information.
So it was just.
I want to go to a shop.
Do you have like any type of food stamps or anything, or?
They just gave them to me.
They just gave them to you. Okay.
But they wouldn't give me any cash assistance.
Gotcha. Okay. Did you have like a set goal or anything like that? How much you wanted to take out, or you were?
I wasn't keeping track.
It's a mistake. It's a bump. You know, we learn from mistakes, right? Hopefully, this would be like that big eye opener that like we can't be doing stuff like that. We gotta find some alternate ways, like the better way to do things. You know, and sometimes if you feel like you're in a road where you, in a crossroads where you feel like you can't do anything else, you know, you can still call law enforcement, or you can call like anybody just to talk to, and then see if there's any type of things that can help you out. You know, there's a whole bunch of churches that, you know, you would have to talk with and let them know your situations. They can even set up like a GoFundMe or whatever it is. There's actually a place, it's called the Red Suitcase Project, or Red Suitcase Ministry, and they do exactly that, helping single mothers at a time of need. And what they do is they do whatever they can to assist you in what assistance that you need help with. Okay.
Sympathizing with her honesty and difficult situation, the officer gives the woman advice on how to seek financial help and other forms of support.
If you want, I can write down it and then give it to you, and then, so you can look it up and stuff like that. Put it on, okay? But just I would say what you could do is just think really hard and clear before you end up wanting to make where you feel like it'll be something that will take you in the wrong path. Okay? I mean, I'll say it shows me that you have character, that you're admitting to things like this, okay? And it shows me the character that you are, that you're admitting, and you're you know, taking action of your own, you know, mistakes, okay? And that's something to, you know, like I said, I know it's a huge mistake that what you did, but you're owning up to it, okay? There's other people in that situation that make things way harder than it should be, and they get caught up into the, you know, wrong type of situation. You know what I mean? But you're actually taking ownership, and you know, I respect you for that, at least that you're doing that. Okay, and it's hard. It's a hard thing to do, but know that you have other options besides doing this. Okay. You said you're in your early 20s?
28.
28.
After wrapping up the investigation, the officers escort the suspect to the station for further processing.
Okay. Alright, so, do you have any belongings in here besides your backpack? No? Okay. So, unfortunately, got right now, we are going to have to take you in, okay? Like I said, it's not the end of the world, alright? So, we're going to get a female officer to pat you down and search you, but in the meantime, is there anything on you we should know about? Any drugs, any weapons? If you take anything to jail, that's another charge that you really don't need, okay? So, if you do me a favor, you can stand up and face my partner right here, please. Alright, put your hands behind your back. Thank you.
And like I said, what I'm going to do is I'll write down what you need if you want to reach out for, you know, single mothers that need, you know, some type of assistance. Because this right here, like I said, I respect you that you're being honest and open with us. And then, like I said, a lot of people in your situation usually give us a hard time. Okay, so I'm gonna try to I'll write down the ministry, the Red Suitcase Ministry that can help out.
Still, you want to call it out for me?
Yep. We got 10:15. If we can have a female officer for a pat down.
Alright. This is your hat, or is it the company's hat? It's yours? Okay. This is your bag? Alright, you mind grabbing that for me? And that's your cup? No? Alright. Just take that with that, please. You have everything that's yours, correct? Okay, let's go. We're in the back, so I won't try to get you out there because actually, hey, give him the hat. Cover her face. Just put on a cover her face. Now you messed up, but no one needs to know your crap. You know what I mean? This is your business, not theirs. All right, you ready? So let's go.
The woman was charged with felony grand theft and sentenced to 5 years of probation. Additionally, she was ordered to pay $10,000 in restitution. That's a wrap on workplace entitlement gone wrong. Do you think they'll try their luck again in their next job? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.